Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a brief update for the group Stray Kids. Since yesterday I posted a video for the boys, and Stray Kids had also been with a lot of activities. They had been on tour, they had been on KCON, so but let's do a brief update for them as well. So I don't know if maybe I should um, dedicate this week to groups to see how they're doing. It hasn't been long since I read actually for Stray Kids. It's been, I believe, 2 months, so I don't think much change. But let's see what the cards have to say about this. Okay, they got the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the World, and the Page of Cups. So it's funny that the King of Pentacles came out in this spread, because yesterday the King of Pentacles came out in the voice reading, and I actually was able to differentiate this energy. I mean, like, oh, maybe this is because of the magnet Eric being absent on hiatus, and in Stray Kids, we also have a lot of earth signs. So it's actually, I don't tend to like to take a card and be like, okay, this is a certain sign, but I don't know why I have the perception that it can like literally mean someone with that energy, with an earth sign, very stable energy. um so I'm going to take it as that. um but somehow it also can talk about the position of where the group is. The King of Pentacles is an energy of someone that is very prosperous, someone that is very well established, someone that is able now to actually um, recognize their value, and that is very proud of everything that they had achieved. And here, very differently from the reading that I did yesterday for the voice, here we have a different atmosphere that it has to do with stability, and it also has to do with money, and it has to do with resources. I believe that probably Stray Kids are going through a stage in their career where they actually probably are making a lot of money, or actually they are doing a lot for their company. um but starting with the Seven of Swords, there's also a sense of, okay, we are we are like prosperous, but somehow we feel the need to hide it, or to not reveal it. Or I don't know if maybe there's someone in power that is like hiding things from the guys, like being like, okay, no, yes, we are doing good, but probably they never see like the real numbers, or actually enjoy of their contribution. Somehow I think that Stray Kids, it's a very prominent force and influence in the for the company today, in the present time. And probably they had been this sort of like a stable force of, and also like the ones that bring the stability when it comes to sales and stuff. um but somehow there's someone being sneaky here, and I don't think that it's the members. I think that probably it's the people around them that is like hiding information from them. Not everything is, but it's small details that actually would make the difference, especially about letting the guys know that they are actually doing great, and that they are doing, I think that this is something that they need. Probably they need validation from someone, oh, thank God they have the fans, that the fans do give them a good feedback. They rely a lot on the fans uh, opinions, and they read a lot. They are very well aware. And also with the Seven of Swords here, that is the only card that of element of swords, probably they do sneak in the internet a lot, or probably they use fake usernames or anonymous accounts to somehow go on the internet or in the social media to see what's being said about them. And that's when they can see the loyalty of the fandom and how the fandom is so supportive. Also, they are pretty aware of the funny comments, the jokes, the inside jokes. They get the strengths in that, that, because I think that if they would have to wait for someone to give them a sort of feedback, or be like, oh yes, you done well, or this has been great, or this has been said, I don't think they have that uh, from the people that work with them. I think that the guys somehow have to find the ways themselves. I see, um, probably, Bang Chang, that is the leader, um, that he is Australian, and he's really smart at the same time. And all the members are really smart, but I see them um like doing the research. I see them like putting the effort, because I don't think that they have someone that does this for them. So somehow they find that comfort, and they are able to somehow measure their popularity, and if they are doing the things in the correct way. um because I think that they do rely a lot on the fans, on the fans perspective. And when I say fans, I mean like the real fans, not the haters, because as you many of you know, if you go on the internet, you will probably find a lot of like not so positive things, very ambiguous responses. But I think that they know exactly where to go. Probably the fans know about this better than myself, because I'm not an expert about this, about how fandoms communicate with the idol or the idols. But probably they do have like a group, or an app, or something that allows them to sort of filter the comments, or being like, okay, from this social media I know that I can actually see the real comments or the real feedbacks, and not the exaggerated ones, or the ones that comes from the haters. But I think that they build their own sense of stability. They are a family, like when some people usually say that the groups are family, that they are family to each other. And sometimes I do not see that for all the groups that I read. But in the case of Stray Kids, I do think that they are a family, in a sense that, not in a lovey-dovey way, not in an emotional way. I see that they are a family in the sense of like joining forces, especially physical, material, intellectual. They know when to join forces. They complement each other's efforts really well. I think that in this group, and I don't know why, the word stability is something that probably they had struggled a lot in the past to accomplish, to have, to build among themselves. So now that they have it, now that they are this sort of very strong group, and they are sort of aligned, they all have their roles, and the role is very well established. And if there's someone that is feeling a bit down, they compliment that member, or they try to put double effort, so like you do not see the lack of anything. they learned a lot through the years, especially the last year. They grew a lot, and I think that this is very meaningful to actually emphasize, to actually like be like, um at least this is what the cards are telling me, that the growth, the abundance and the prosperity and the ability to create and to maintain the group despite of all the things that they do not have on their, or that they are not in their control actually. They have built a sort of a stability. Um, and I think that this is something that is very important, because then we have the Tower and we have the Page of Cups. So that a Tower moment, something is going to happen, something is going to come, like an abrupt change, um, but it's going to allow them to also have like different propositions or different like um mm, different something different is going to come out of this change. But definitely, I think that this comes from an outsider. Since this is the Page of Cups, like, I don't want to alarm the fans because I do not like to do that. Um, but I think that probably there could be like a rumor, a dating scandal or something like that. That it shouldn't be called a scandal because it's a rumor, but probably it has to do with someone dating someone, and somehow all this established stability and like sort of like routine that they have, a routine of work is going to be a bit shook, a bit like not a bit like moved by this. um I think that since it's the Page of Cups, it can be an invitation, either an invitation, or it could be like, like a rumor, or like someone, an outsider, being like, okay, I had this experience with the Stray Kids member and I'm going to talk about it. Um, Definitely, whatever it is, it can be a female because, well, this, this tarot deck, um, it's a tarot deck that actually has a lot of females on it. You are not going to see much male. Um, but I don't know why. I feel like this could be a very emotional person that actually um thinks that sharing this this rumor or this opinion, or sharing this that allegedly happened to her, is going to, I don't know, I think that she does it from a very emotional place. So this could be also a fan, um someone that comes out and being like, oh, I had this experience with this member. So I think that the fans and the fandom should watch out for this and not be like, do not take it too seriously, in the sense that I don't think it's negative, because, and I don't even think that this person is not supposed to talk about it, but since for her there's like an emotional component to the story, to her experience, so probably she's telling it because she is somehow, she has feelings for a certain member, so there's a sense of fanatism as well. So I don't know if maybe she feels like sharing this is like feeding her ego or something like that, and somehow this is going to get uh, a bit scandalous, or it's going to get to um, not going to be beneficial for the group's image or for that specific idol. um, but I don't think it's a bad experience. I don't think that it's like, an accusation of something negative, but I think that it can affect that idol's image. Um, and I think that it's a female. Definitely, I can see her like being like very emotional about this. Um. So this is why I think that whatever, if someone comes out with a rumor, I think that you should take into consideration sometimes that if it is from an anonymous source, or if it is from a fan, I think that you should, like, I don't want to say not take it seriously, but I think that you should all take into consideration that there are a lot of fans that they are too excited, or too, how to say this, or too emotionally invested in that idol, that somehow any experience that it's very different, or seeing the human side, or the real side behind the idol, for them it's like sometimes it can be even traumatic. So when you hear stories or something like that, I think that you shouldn't like take it like you should take it as her experience, but not to define or put a label on a certain member or idol, because let's remember the guys are men behind the idol. But I think that um, yeah, it's weird. I don't think it's negative, honestly. I think that it could be like, it could be like even like a rumor that it's like, I don't know, not as, that the content of what is being said is not that like outrageous or scandalous, but I feel that probably, I don't know if some people are going to hate on this person for having this experience, or for sharing this experience, but I think that she's a bit in love. So I don't know, because she comes with the page of cups, so I see her being a bit naive, and for me she's a female, like, it's a female. So I don't know, it could be like a rumor girlfriend, or a rumor something, but I think that she comes into the scene like very naively, like sharing something, and all of a sudden she gets all the hate, or she somehow affects someone's career, and she doesn't know, she wasn't expecting this to get that big. So this is what I'm telling the fans, like, if you hear some stories, rumors, you know on social media, don't pay attention to this. Just focus on the guys that they had been working really hard to actually achieve this stability. So please don't engage um in these sort of comments or rumors, or because it's like, it's a bit like, they are doing their best to keep providing for the fans, and keep like a very optimistic and being hardworking all the time for the fans. So let's not get petty, or get like jealous, or a sort of like competitiveness among the fandoms. Let's focus on the guys' work, that they are doing great despite of sometimes feeling like they have to put in the work, all the work they have to do it themselves. So yes, guys, this is all I have for them today. So yes, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.